Good morning, everyone. We have a very interesting law regarding Megillah reading that this year happens to be for everyone, but even those that live in Yerushalayim. And that is that we go from Tanis Esther directly into Megillah reading. Tanis Esther is a day before Purim for most of the world, and this year for the Yerushalayim residents as well. Namely, we're going to come into the Megillah reading fasting. And the question is, can you break your fast before Megillah reading? So, if you have to wait a very, very long time because you're going to go to the second Megillah reading for whatever reason, the Trumat Hadeshen points out that you should not break your fast before Megillah reading, but rather, if indeed you're going to have to wait till very late at night for the second Megillah reading, then you should push it back. You're allowed to daven Ma'ariv from Plaga Mincha about an hour and a quarter before Shkia or before Tzeit HaKochavim. That's when you should read the Megillah fasting, and then break your fast exactly when the fast goes out at Tzeit HaKochavim. But, he says explicitly, you should not break your fast before reading Megillah. Like there's a big importance to be fasting while reading Megillah. Very interestingly, the Shulchan Aruch, Rav Yosef Karo, paskins that if a person is indeed having a very hard time to fast, and he doesn't want to wait so long, then he should read the Megillah from Plaga Mincha, namely an hour and a quarter before Shkia, so that he could ultimately finish the fast right on time. In other words, there's an insistence that he should be fasting when he reads the Megillah at night. Indeed, the Ramah spells it out, Aval asur le'echol kodem she'yishma kriyat ha'Megillah afilu ha'ta'anit kashe alav. So Tanis Esther is over. It's already Tzeit HaKochavim on Thursday night. Says the Ramah, you should not break your fast even if it's a little difficult. Why is there such an insistence? As a matter of fact, the Pri Chadash doesn't like this psak of the Shulchan Aruch. He says you have to wait till nighttime. You shouldn't read from Plaga Mincha unless you have no choice, like a chayal that's going out to some sort of an activity at night. But quite frankly, what's this insistence that we have to wait till the night? So we don't find this in the Shulchan Aruch, but the Shulchan Aruch, Rav Yosef Karo, wrote a book called Magid Meisharim. He said there was a Magid that used to come to him from heaven and taught him Torah. And he told him the real reason for the fast of Tanis Esther is not to commemorate the 3-day fast that they fasted before Pesach in the Megillah. It's not even to commemorate the fast that they fasted the day they fought against their enemies, which was Tanis Esther, Yud Gimel Adar, and in Shushan also Yud Dalet. But rather, for all generations, said the Magid to Rav Yosef Karo, the reason for this fast is lahachnia kocho milahastin. In other words, we are about to go into a day of great eating and drinking and being tipsy. You have to balance it out. How do you balance it out? You fast the day before. That's what the Magid told the Rav Yosef Karo, and he said it's very much like Tanis Becharos before Pesach. On the night of Pesach, we drink 4 cups of wine. We sit like kings. We can take out the fancy dishes. We have to balance it out. So what do? We have Tanit Bechorim on the eve of Pesach to balance it out. So in essence, according to this, when we read the Megillah at night and we're still fasting, we're in essence trying to balance out the day we're about to go into. Yes, it's a day of eating. It's a day of drinking. It's a day of simcha. But you got to know that everything in life, if taken to the extreme, could be dangerous. And therefore, the way to balance it out is to fast the day before and even fast when you read the Megillah. So you'll have that experience very fresh in your mind. And ultimately, you'll know the next day, yes, it's a day of eating, drinking, and being merry, and yet in the proper balance.
Chal boino, chal boino, chal boino,